DJ Finesse, talk to us, man. Portal is open, and as always with this time of year, the news is heavy on who's going in because no one is coming out of it yet. What you got?
First off, I want to lead off with this. I think the NCAA, with their decision, Division I Council, whoever made this call, to have it be kind of this dead period in December, yet players can still announce things because they're just going to. They're going to want to get their names out there. This is not good for college football. It is really depressing for college fans across the country, and especially for Colorado fans based off tomorrow's news. But just, I think it's across the board. You're not going to get any good news till like another 3.5 weeks, and that's not good for the sports. They got to readjust to this. Tawfiq Byer leaving hurts, and Brandon Davis-Wayne leaving hurts, and most of the other transfers we expected at this point. But it still doesn't take the sting away of those two young defensive players that showed quite a bit for the Buffaloes in 25.
Yeah, I'm going to start with where you started first and foremost, Adam, on the NCAA calendar. The portal is not open yet, right? And so no one can come out of it because it hadn't even opened yet. And what you have right now is a bevy of players across the nation literally announcing their intent to get in the portal when it does open. But for fan bases out there, as you just articulated, there's going to be a while before you hear of a player signing with your school because the portal isn't open yet. And so it becomes this one-sided, for lack of a better description, in my man, media feeding frenzy of announcements of what someone is intending to do. And then there's no salve for the wound for a while because there's nothing you can do about it. It also speaks into, just the media part of it. Like, these players are not allowed to talk to other schools yet. Like, you can't have tampering. But their agents are representative, a family friend, or somebody can, right? And so you have this situation where the news becomes just one-sided of people leaving, and it won't be into January until you hear people coming in.
Yeah. And we're all NBA fans in here, and how quickly when that window for NBA free agency opens where you've got deals just done. And it's like tampering is happening. So let's try not to like let's be smarter about the approach here.
We got to stop acting like it's not happening.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's clearly happening because no one is getting in the portal without knowing one or two places that they might be going. Let's just be honest about that, because you're going knowing that the opportunity, particularly the dollar opportunity, especially the dollar opportunity, is greater. That just is what it is. That's no knock on anybody getting in the portal. That's just business sense. As people who know watch this program, I'm all for it. We all know that 95% of these guys are not going to the league. So this is the last opportunity, or the only opportunity, for you to get paid to play football, so to speak. Why would you not consider leaving one school for 50 grand, 100 grand more? That's just business. Yeah. So there's no hard feelings with it. But we act like people are getting into a portal not knowing, what's next for them, or haven't had some kind of communication. That's why they're getting in the portal, because they know it's there, but the timelines and the calendar just don't match up.
Yeah, if you think the calendar and the action behind the scenes is matching up, you're very naive. And going back to Tawfiq Byer, to your point there, Neely, when I saw that news, I was disappointed because I really enjoy getting a chance to cover that young man. But I also understood this is the dude that's out there putting his body on the line. He's got to make tough decisions, and He's young, and I don't know who is making these calls, and you've got financial people now that are in your ear, and it's harder to be a college football fan in 2025. I guess is how I'll put it.
Well, I'm a word mine a little different. I think people have learned probably going last year. Right when we got exposed to it last year, is going to sink in this year, and maybe in the next 2 years we will actually learn and understand that it's going to be more and more difficult going forward to become fans of players because they're not going to be at your school long. And I don't care if it's Georgia, I don't care if it's Alabama. Like, this is not a Colorado issue. This is a college football thing. And you and I have talked before, Adam, on this very show about tradition and people learning the school song or not. Like, those days are rapidly behind us because you have more. It's more akin to what basketball was, a few years ago with one and done. Even though you may not be one and done to the NFL, you're one and done to the next school. Because here's what happened: you talk about NBA free agency. You draft a guy, like meaning you recruit a guy, and he chose your school for whatever reasons. It could be the bag or opportunity or not a lot of suitors. You coach him up and train him up, and now he becomes more attractive to the world. And guess what he's going to do?
Yeah.
Period. Like that's
gonna
just
do
the nature of college football now. And you look at phenomenal athlete, phenomenal kid. Wherever he lands, he's going to be a blessing to their program. 2023, 11 catches. 2024, 10. He had some injuries. In 2025, 45 receptions. No one's knocking at the door the first 2 years, but you get a Jason Phillips in there, and a Jason Phillips who put 4 guys in the league. O's bag increases, and you have a choice as a program. How do we match or exceed what these potential offers are going to be out there, or you lose the kid? And Adam, that ain't a Colorado thing. That's a college football thing.
Let me ask this from someone that might not know. Like, where's the money coming from? If there's a, what is it, 20 million and a half cap on these players, where's the money coming from? Is this outside money that they're able to offer now? Okay. And that is what Colorado is lacking in right now? Or explain that whole situation for the people out there that might not know.
Yeah. Neely, I'll lead it, send it over to you because you're in the building there. But
keep it simple. Why can't we pay them or match them the same?
Because you don't have it.
Yeah, it's not there.
It's really just like this. This is no slight to Colorado at all, or many other schools out there. Again, we keep trying to make this or pigeon it as a Colorado issue. This is a college football conversation. Mm-hmm. You have a lot of college colleges and universities that are not quote unquote football schools. Football is not their primary thing. They're research institutions for the federal government. They're medical institutions. They're engineering. I mean, you name it. That's where the bulk of their dollars go. Well, now that you have this NIL stuff with college football, it's not just about the 22 million or the percentage of your budget, which that has an impact too, Chico, because you can overpay someone in one category, not have enough to pay other guys. Like, that could happen for that piece. But when it comes to NIL contributions and all this other media stuff that takes place, there's certain markets and certain boosters and donors and environments that are going to have more than another person has.
So what I hear is college football is now man, the old school way we used to say, big bank take little bank.
Period.
The rich going to continue to get richer. All we're going to do is pluck what we see that's out there, whether it's an Andrew Body from Alabama State or it's a Omarion Miller from Colorado. If they perform
Adam,
on that level.
I hit you with a couple softball questions relative to the Big 12?
Real quick. Real quick there. I want to say one thing. I think that it's difficult in that sense because Colorado fans are going to feel more disengaged because they feel like my dollar doesn't count. And that's what's troubling with when you don't have a Texas Tech booster that has got oil money that's donating money. You don't have the BYU money. It's really difficult to get just the average folk to buck up, but that's what Colorado needs right now.
Yeah, I mean,
unless we can find some oil fields out in Colorado somehow.
But it's exactly like the flip, the mirror image of what you're saying. That's why it is needed in Colorado's. Because you actually have more little guys than you have one big guy.
Yeah.
And so what happens, what gets lost in the shuffle is when you have one person giving 50 million and you have a group of people saying, well, I ain't got 50 million, and they give nothing, it compounds the problem.
Right.
Versus
together.
Yeah, like we need the aggregation, as Chico would call it. Like, there's a role for everybody.
We need to get every millionaire in Colorado that has any ties to CU in a room and just have Brandon Marion clips, offensive clips playing on a loop, and then we'll be in business.
You got to
But
offer them something. Also, hey
you
man, we offering you a game time experience. You know, you got a company.
Yeah.
Here's a great marketing situation right here. But
But Chico, hold, I
we
got to
got
pump your
50
brakes
we
on that. I got to pump your brakes on that because
okay.
I don't want that to sound like that's not happening right now.
Yeah, right.
The bottom line is everybody can do something. I'm an advocate of that, and no matter what it is needed. I'm an advocate of that. But it's also truth what my grandmama used to say: you can't get blood from a turnip because turnips don't come with blood in them. You can squeeze a some bitch all you want to, but compared to over here, they got blood in their turnips. And that's the softball I was gonna give you. Like Chico, Adam, y'all remember we went down to Texas Tech. We got arraigned with tortillas, but we won that game. Look what Texas Tech did a year later with money.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Money talks. Everything else walks.